everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unrecognizable makeup routine. Normally what I do is very simple, so I'm going to be trying a more dramatic look, I guess. So we're talking like lashes, contacts, and a wig. Let's go. Okay, so I just finished prepping my skin. I put on my skincare and it's ready for makeup. So the first step I'm going to do is put in my contact lenses. These are from the brand Olens, and I believe they're in the color Glowy Black. They have a slight eye enlarging effect and they're a little bit brown on the inside. So they're really good for everyday wear, just with the subtle eye enlarging effect. So I really like these. And I don't normally wear contact lenses with extra color or extra enlarging effect, so I figured this would be the perfect time to do that. The next step I'm going to do is prime my skin. I'll be taking the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I honestly don't use primer that much because I don't really feel like my skin needs primer. I just kind of let powder do the blurring effect. But if I do want my skin to be super flawless and if I want my makeup to last all day, I definitely will go in with primer. But for everyday occasions, I don't, and I'm just going to tap the rest of that in. So the next step is going to be foundation, and I'm going to be going in with Maybelline Superstay foundation. It's a 24-hour skin tint, but I find it's very buildable, so I do like this because I can thin it out and make it super everyday-ish, or I can put several layers on and make it super high coverage. So I do like this skin tint, and I do find it's just ever so slightly too red for my skin. So this is the blue color correcting. I guess it's like a concealer. It's not a concealer, but it's just to help balance the shade of your foundation. And I kind of go ham with this, not gonna lie. Now I'm going to blend that out. I do have a little bit of a volcano here, but I will do my best to cover that up with concealer after this step. I think actually it's almost a little bit too blue now, but that's okay. So the next step I'm going to be doing is the concealer because I am struggling here. I am using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in the shade Light Peach. I will just go over any darkness that I don't want to see and also use it as a brightening tool. So I go under my nose, which has a lot of darkness. I also have some hollowing here, and I really don't want that to be dark. And with this particular concealer, I do not let it sit for very long at all. I basically start blending out as soon as I put it on my skin, just because of how fast it dries down. I find that this product in particular dries down super fast. This concealer is also pretty medium to high coverage, but if I do decide that I need more, I find it's pretty easy to build on, so just go on top of it if I have to. Next, I'm going to be contouring. I currently use this product by Essence. It's the Baby Got Bronze, and I just go on directly on my skin, and I go around my jawline, around my forehead, and I just kind of place it on there. And now taking this angled contour brush, I'm just gonna blend that all in. And I really focus around the perimeter of my face, not so much my cheekbones, just because I feel like I have a lot of like wideness here. So I try to kind of hide the wideness by placing the contour directly on my cheekbone, like right here. Okay, the next step is going to be blush, and so I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 30, and this has a more warm tone to it. It's kind of like a peachy, like baby pink color. I'm just gonna take my blush brush and I'm just gonna dip it in there and kind of go right here, like right under my eye and above my cheekbone. And I find that when I place it more in the center of my face, like right here, it also helps to kind of like suck everything in, rather than if I placed my blush on the outer edge of my cheekbone. I find it enhances the wideness of my face. So I really try to focus right in the center, and that way it helps kind of create this triangle shape. And I feel like that really kind of makes the effect of a more V-line face shape. And kind of brushing it almost up onto my nose as well, just to the side, just so it helps blend it in to really get that triangular shape. And so the last step for my base routine is going to be to set it all. And I also use Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder, and I really like this. It has more of a yellow undertone, and I find that the pink loose powders actually don't look that good on my skin tone, so I stick with the yellow loose finishing powders. And I'm just gonna tap this into the lid. I just swivel it around, tap it off, and I'll just go over my whole face here. And I find this is the key for having that super no pore look. It is the reason why my skin looks super snatched when I'm done with my makeup. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I actually forgot to do my brows before I did the powder. So we're gonna do our brows now. And the thing that I've been doing lately that kind of hasn't been working is I take my concealer, and to lighten my brows, I just dab it little dots onto my brows, and I'll blend it in, and it basically creates more of like a skin tone finish, and it helps lighten my eyebrows. I look actually insane right now. So I really like this method though for lightening your eyebrows. It's super easy and you don't have to bleach your eyebrows. Okay, I brought you guys in just a little closer so that you can see more detailed work. So the next thing I will do is take my e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade Taupe, I'm pretty sure. Taupe. But I will take this, and it's a lighter shade, so it looks really good for the lighter brow approach. So I'll take it, and I'm just gonna go and just gently go along the outer edge of my brow. And for these brows, I do want a more straighter look, so I'm gonna take it, and I really like to extend the end of my brow shape because I kind of have short and stubby brows, but I don't want to fill it in too much because I don't want it to look too dark. And so we're gonna do the same thing with the eyes. We're gonna elongate the eyes and try to maintain that triangle shape. I'm just kind of like playing this by ear, so I'm going to go put on the wig and I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing that I also forgot to do is my nose contour, and so I'm going to be using this super old palette that I got when I was in like 7th grade, and I'm going to be using a mix between this grayish shade and this brown shade, and then I just use this blending brush and I just mix in between the two shades, and I just go under the nose. And a trick that I also learned is instead of shading all the way down your nose, if you want a more shortened look, you should focus just on this area here and up here rather than the whole length. And so I'm going to go right underneath the nose to kind of create a more nose appearance and focus, like I said, more on the tip and not so much going all the way down the nose. And just slightly across the nose as well to kind of also create a button nose effect. And I'm gonna go right in the corner here to really help make that more defined nose shape, as if I have a really tall nose bridge, which I don't. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see a difference just with the nose contour, but that's literally insane. Like, my nose does not look like that. And the other thing that's going to be super important is the highlight. Go in with my Anastasia contour powder kit in the shades light medium, and I'm going to take a different brush. This is my highlighting brush, it's just a random brush, and I'm going to go in with this lighter shade right here in the center here, and I'm going to go right along the inside of my, not the inside of my nose, just the center part of my nose. And then with the same palette, I'm going to go in with this shimmery shade right here, And that's gonna kind of create a more lifted look as well for my nose. Okay, so the next step is gonna be the eyes. I'm gonna go in with the same palette here, my old little thing. And I'm gonna take this kind of grayish color and I'm gonna just put that all over my lid as kind of like the base. I'm gonna take this kind of fluffier eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna go in, tap the product a little bit, and I'm gonna go all over my eyelid here. And I'm also gonna drag the color right under my eyes to also create a more seamless eye look. Eventually it'll help tie together when I do the Aegyo sol, and it's gonna help make sure that the colors are just all well combined together. Okay, now that that base shade is done, I'm gonna go in then with the darker gray shade right here, and I'm gonna go and focus more on the crease slash the outer edge. And as the final kind of darkish look for this eye makeup, I'm going to be going in with the black shade right here, and I'm going to take it and focus on the outer edges of my eyes. Alright, and so I'm going to focus now on the lower part of my eyelid, and I'm going to really draw out and elongate my eye by taking that darker gray shade right here, and I'm going to go right underneath my eye. Alright, and then I want to go in with a shimmery kind of, maybe champagne-y whitish kind of shimmer on the very inner parts of my eyes. And so I'm going to take this shade right here. It's the lightest one and it's kind of a shimmery color. Just kind of dip my finger into it. I'm almost kind of going near the corner of my eye to kind of create a more gradient effect. Now the next thing I'm going to do with my eyes is I'm going to take that black again and I'm going to use this angled brush right here, and I'm going to go and I'm going to start by creating a smudged eyeliner look. Begin to draw out my eyeliner shape, and this doesn't have to be super precise or anything because it's going to be smudged. And I'm doing a more downward look, puppy eyes, I guess. And when I follow the natural shape of my eye from where the end of the crease ends and I elongate it outwards, that's what's going to make my eye look a lot bigger, is when I follow the natural shape. Okay, so now that I have that kind of in place, I'm going to go over it with this little blending brush here. I just wanted to have almost like a shadow effect for when the liquid eyeliner goes on top. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild Skinny Waterproof Eyeliner. I really like this because I had actually tried the regular version, but the tip is a lot thicker. But this one is even skinnier, so it's super small. And again, I'm gonna be following the line, the smudge line that I just smudged out. Okay, I made my eyeliner a lot longer than I normally do, but I'm also going to do underneath, and I'm gonna lift my eyelashes and go under the waterline. So using the same waterproof eyeliner, I'm just gonna go lift up my eyelashes and go. And with this pen, I'm going to go in the inner corners, and I'm going to try to make it look even longer by drawing it inward. Okay, so the next step is going to be the Aegyo sol, and I am actually really loving this Essence gel liner, and it is called the Stay and Play gel liner in the shade Silky Nude. With this, I'm going to do it just as you would with any Aegyo sol makeup, and you're just going to squint your eye, and then with the puffy part, you're going to use this and go over it. And this liner is really great too because it helps shimmery stuff stick to it, so this is also good because it's not like sticky, but it helps if you want to add shimmer on top, which we'll do later. Next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. brow crayon, and this is like almost a waxy kind of material, and it's really good because it doesn't budge when I put it under my Aegyo sol. And it's really important with this to use a super light hand because you can always build over top of it. If you use too heavy of a hand, it's gonna look really bad. I also only focus on the center portion, again, because it just creates more of a natural look. The next thing I'm going to be doing is curling my eyelashes and then adding false lashes. It's not like a priority for me to have the best looking eyelash shape with the eyelash curler, if that makes sense, because I'm just going to be covering them up with false eyelashes. So I just get them up enough just so that they can blend in with the false eyelashes. So the next step is to go in with mascara just to make sure that the eyelashes don't fall down. This is the Lash Sensational Hydrofuge by Maybelline. I decided to go with these. These are the Kiss lash extensions. They're pretty big. They're like pretty long, but that's the whole point of this makeup tutorial, so that's what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna be using the Duo Lash Glue. I believe this is the black glue. People say that the glue smells like a butthole, but honestly I don't really mind it. I've done under and over my lashes, but just to make things easier, I'm gonna do these over the lash. And you just place it down in the center first, and then move it to where you need it to go. I feel like with lashes, there are tips and tricks, but to be honest, the best way to learn is if you just keep practicing, and that's how it was for me. You just gotta learn what works best for your eyes and what you feel like is the easiest. The next step I'm going to be doing is my lips, and I have to decide what color to do. This is like my favorite lip liner. It is from NYX and it's in the shade Natural. Definitely overline my lips, and I have like short lips, like I don't know. So I take the lip liner and I drag it out from my corner. And to kind of like help with the more gradient look, I'll just kind of fill it in just a little bit more. And the last step, I think I'm gonna do like a gradient look. And so I'm gonna take my concealer and I'm gonna put it and just dab it in the center of my lips. Oh no, you can see my chapped lips. This is not good.
Low-key, that was not the move.
Low-key, no. Let's see if I can revive it. Now let's try it with my NYX Butter Gloss and let's go on top of it, see if it works.
Oh my gosh.
That looks so much better.
I think I just moment on camera.
Wait, no, this is not eating. Y'all can let me know in the comments. That's not bad, to be honest. Let's go in with some shimmer. This is from e.l.f. It's one of their shimmer stick thingies. And oh my gosh, that's kind of cute. That's cute. I'm literally just dragging this across. Okay, I'm gonna try to add some glow onto my face, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm just gonna sweep it like right where there would be some glow. Oh my gosh, is this my new makeup look? I honestly didn't know how this was gonna turn out, but I kind of like it. Okay, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys stayed along for the whole time through the chaos of it all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to be uploading, like I said in my last video, every week. So please subscribe and comment down below. Tell me what you thought about it. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!